Hi guys, this is my first ever video, a proper video for any sort of gameplay related stuff for YouTube. I thought I would do a bit of a personal review on the Definitive Collection, the GTA trilogy. So far, I've only played GTA 3, I'm trying to just play them in order. Now GTA 3, it's a bit of a special one for myself anyway. I was born in 1990, so for those who are good at maths, that makes me 31 years old. So GTA 3, as I say, it's quite special for me because it was the first open world 3D GTA game, and incidentally the first GTA game that I'd ever owned. Obviously, I'd seen clips and stuff and other people playing, should I say, because I don't think YouTube was around then. I'd seen other people playing the previous GTAs, but I'd never physically owned them. So you had all the ones with the bird's eye view for those 90s babies and previous that remember. So yeah, GTA 3 was a massive milestone in gaming. So yeah, it has a special place in my heart. Now, the Definitive Collection, a lot of people were disappointed from what I gather because of the graphics and such, but what people have got to remember is the games were never meant to be completely redesigned. They were just meant to be sort of touched up, if you like, just slightly altered and, you know, slightly improved, which they are, from what I can see. I mean, out of the collection, as I say, GTA 3 is the only one I've played so far, but, you know, I'm enjoying it. You've got a lot of people complaining. I haven't come across any bugs yet, but then I didn't get it on release, so yeah, that stands to reason. They've probably had time to iron out a lot of the bugs and glitches that people have been mentioning. But then again, that shows a good thing from Rockstar. They've hopped onto it quickly. They've sorted things out. Oh, actually, there is one minor bug I've come across. On the first island, in certain areas, fences that you can knock down. So what was happening was my character, like, I would drive into the fence, knock it down, but then I couldn't move the car past that area. It was almost as if the fence hadn't been knocked down and it was blocking me from progressing, if you catch my drift. But apart from that, I haven't experienced anything. But when I get onto Vice City and San Andreas, I might experience some more. So yeah, I've talked about graphics, the sensitivity of the cars. That's one thing that I was reminded of. You know, one or two hits from a shotgun and that's it, they're on fire, or flip on their roof and they're on fire. Obviously, that hasn't changed from the original, but it well, it reminds you how silly the concept was. Obviously, when I was 11 years old when it first came out, I didn't really put too much thought into this. It was because it was just an enjoyable game, but as you get older, you realise concepts like this aren't very realistic. Not as realistic as like your GTA 5, where obviously cars can take a lot more damage. And the difficulty, wow. Yeah, I mean, GTA 3, out of all the GTA games to date, GTA 3 was the one that I had never fully completed. I found it very hard when I was 11 years old. I got stuck on one of the missions and I never progressed past it. I can't quite remember which one that was. But yeah, I'm determined to complete it this time round. So far, I'll show you my stats. I have 50% game completion, 61 out of 73 missions passed. I have unlocked all 3 islands now. I've collected 100 out of 100 of the hidden packages. Only done 4 out of 20 of the unique stunt jumps. I've done the highest level of the paramedic. I got that out of the way nice and early. So that gives you infinite sprint, and it gives you health pickups at your hideouts. 100 out of 100 hidden packages, collecting all those. For those that don't know, that gives you 1 million in cash, and it gives you different weapon pickups at your hideouts for every 10 packages that you get, until you've got all the weapons sat there at all times. I've done some of the taxi missions, not a lot to be honest. I think, there you go, 10 passengers dropped off. I've only done 21 firefighter missions, 15 vigilante missions, or 15 criminals killed, should I say. For the rewards on those, for those who don't know, you need to do 20 per island. So for vigilante, you would have to do 20 criminals killed on each island, and same goes for the fires. Now with the taxi, you just need to do 100 passengers, and you get a special kind of taxi as a reward. But they could be on any island. You don't have to split them across the 3. So yeah, speaking of like money, in fact, percentage, I'll speak about that first. So that, I mean, I don't know what the exact breakdown is of the game completion percentage, but considering I've done a fair bit, you know, I've nearly done all the missions, and I've done the highest level of paramedic, I've got all the packages, I've done a few of the stunt jumps, and I'm still only at 50% completion. There seems to be a hell of a lot unaccounted for. Sorry. So if anybody could sort of let me know a percentage breakdown, or if there's an article that you can link me to, I'd appreciate that. Now, the biggest thing for me, it's not an issue with the definitive edition. It's just something that, again, I never realised when I was 11 years old playing this for the first time. The money aspect. By the time you've completed everything, if you got 100% completion, I'm guessing you'd be sat on around 3 to 4 million. I'm at 2.25 now, approximately. What can you spend it on? Like this, like GTA 5, you've got so much you can spend it on. You've got property, different types of investments, cars. You know, you've got so much garage space you can use if you own all the properties online. Yeah, I should have clarified it. I'm talking about the online edition of GTA 5. There's so much you can spend money on. Clothes, even San Andreas, you've got all the clothes you could spend money on. There's property on San Andreas. Okay, you can't physically buy cars, but obviously that it was a lot older than GTA 5. But yeah, GTA 3, you've just got, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, you've only got pay and spray, guns, and that. I think that's it, isn't it? Pay and spray to get your vehicles repaired, and if you fancy a bit of a colour change, or guns that you can buy. But even then, if you collect all of the hidden packages, you've got all the gun pickups at your safe house, so you don't need to be spending money at ammunition. So Really, you're just hoarding all this money. Like, come on, Claude, retire. You don't. If that was me, I would have retired at $500,000. You know, if you spend $500,000 right, you can easily make tens of millions. But this guy, he keeps staying in this criminal underworld, doing all these missions for these crooks and stuff. But you know, these criminals. This is what I mean, guys, by the guns. Like, you get, this is all the possible guns on the game, and you can get all the pickups and armor if you get all the hidden packages. So there's no need for the money. So then that kind of devalues the money you're getting in a way. Yeah, I don't know, but I suppose back then you didn't think of the monetary rewards though, like we do in GTA 5 today, because obviously the money in GTA 5 is a lot more important because of what it buys you, whereas GTA 3 and back in these days we completed the missions just for pure enjoyment. Stunt jumps as well. I researched the rewards for the stunt jumps, and it's nothing apart from cash. You get an increase for every stunt jump you complete. I think the first one starts off at about $2 grand or $5 grand, something like that, and it just keeps going up and up for every stunt jump you complete. But apart from that, it gives you nothing. So where's the incentive for completing stuff like that? Yeah, so overall I think it's a great game. You know, it brings back nostalgia. I think that's the main thing. It's an important piece of history for a lot of older gamers like myself, especially. And yeah, just I think a lot of people expected too much graphically, but as I said before, it wasn't supposed to be a whole new redesign of the game. It was supposed to be just a little improvement, you know, get with the times, and that's it. So yeah, I think I've spoke about everything I wanted to. Yeah, I mean, if anybody would like me to do another video on Vice City and San Andreas when I get onto it, then let me know. As I say, I haven't played those yet, but I'm trying to do them in order. It's like these people who can read more than one book at once. That's not me, you know. Poor analogy, but yeah, I'm like that with games. If I start one, I have to concentrate on that one and that one only until it's complete. I've always been that way. I believe in giving something your full attention once you've started it until it's finished. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please drop a like, subscribe if you wish, and you know, if I do get a few subscribers, then I'll start putting more content out. Like I said, I've never done this before. Not looking to get like YouTube famous or anything, just maybe posting a bit of content every now and then for the older gamers like myself. I don't know, see what happens. So yeah, thank you for watching.